This is the Palm Zyre 72 compared to the Samsung Galaxy Note 1. And as you can see, even though almost 10 years have passed, there's almost no difference between the appearance of the two operating systems. Here it is on the Galaxy Note 10.1, and while widgets have been added, it's still essentially the same. We're going to use a launcher called Launcher 8. There it is. These interfaces I built using transparent graphics, PNG to be exact. For purposes of this tutorial, I assume that you know how to use Photoshop or GIMP to create transparent graphics. There are also 3D programs such as Reallusion's iClone that will output transparent PNGs, and basically you can create any kind of graphic and it can open any kind of link, whether it be a contact, web link, or application on your Android home screen. I found that Launcher 8 runs on a variety of Android devices. Here are some examples. It works with widgets and live wallpapers as well. Here's it running on a Galaxy Note first generation. Here it is running on the Galaxy Note 10.1, and you can see that the icons are really quite huge. On a smaller screen device, such as a phone, the granularity is a little less ridiculous. And we don't want to root the phone or device because we want to keep, for example, the Galaxy Note pop-up kind of UI enhancements that Samsung has added. We're going to use an app called Launcher 8. It comes in a free version, which I'll be demonstrating here, and there's also a paid version which I'll be upgrading to soon. It's made by the QiHang dev company, and this is basically what you're meant to do with it. It's meant to emulate the Windows 8, the so-called Metro UI, with these flipping contact tiles and the whole tile-based metaphor that scrolls up and down and left and right. These are some examples of what the developers have used their own software to do. First, you're going to want to assemble some clip art, put together a theme. These are some examples that I've picked off of the web and public domain. What you want to do is use something like GIMP to make the image transparent and to clean up the edges. Again, we're trying to avoid going back to the rectangular blocks in which the icons reside. You can basically use any sort of picture you want, pictures of people. Save your graphics as PNGs with transparency. Try to keep them square and try to keep them to probably 400-600 pixels on a line. Connect your phone or device. And I've created a folder called New UI Elements. I'm going to copy my files over into the phone device. Don't forget to add some background wallpapers to the device as well for your theme. Okay, unplug your phone, and now we're going to set up the interface. Here is the current wallpaper. This is the application list, which you reach by scrolling over. We're going to use the menu, wallpapers, and change the wallpaper. The button on the bottom is going to open local files stored on the device. Go to my new UI elements folder, and I'm going to choose and so basically here we're just going to say done, setting wallpaper, and if we press the home button, we'll see that the wallpaper has been added to the background. So that's our first start. Now we are going to add applications to that home screen. So we press and hold on the icon that we want, and we press add tile. So that's the phone icon, and then we're going to press edit. Click once on it. At this point you can drag the icon around or click on the very tiny pencil in the corner for edit. It's bound to the phone. We say select pic. There's a list of pictures. We're going to pick from phone. And that takes us back to the phone's galleries. We're going to go to my new UI elements folder. And I'm going to choose the pointing hand. Now, the pointing hand is not square, but it's about twice as wide as it is tall. So I'm going to choose select without cropping it. And then I'm going to change the tile size to something a little bit wider, 2x1, and the icon position should be changed to extrude, and then press check, and voila. That's what we were hoping for. Now we're going to add a widget. Add widget. We're going to choose the clock, and there it is. Okay, let's just reorganize it a little bit. Pressing the menu and edit button brings you to the screen in which you can move around and perform the basic edits on the elements of the user interface. And clicking in the dead space turns off the editing mode. This is how to turn on editing mode without having to go to the menu. So right now we'll go to menu and theme, and then we're going to turn on enable edit the tiles, which is currently off here, and I'm going to change that to on. And at this point, simply by pressing and holding a tile, you will be in edit mode. It's a lot easier. Okay, so I'm just going to change this message icon, the SMS messaging. I'll pick an image from phone. From my new UI elements, I'm going to choose the postcard there of the heart. Remember to set it to extrude. Check, and there it is. It's a little small. We can resize it with the little arrow attachment, and there it is. Okay, now let's add another icon, an application icon. We're going to add the internet icon. Press and hold, add tile. There it is. Press and hold again. Press on the little pencil, select picture, pick from phone. My new UI elements. I'm going to choose the house, select icon position from center to extrude. I'm going to make the tile size 2x2 so it's quite large. And there it is. Now I'm going to show you how to add a contact to this page. We choose the menu and then add shortcut, contact. I'm going to pick a name from my contact list. And right there is the default icon for contact. Let's change that up. So press and hold, and then click on the little pencil in the top corner. We're going to change the picture first. Pick from phone. New UI elements. Of course, your folder can be called whatever you like. I want to use the picture of the woman. Just say select. Icon position should be extrude. We'll make the tile size a little bit bigger, 2x2, 3x3. Check. And there she is. So clicking on that would open the contact information for that person. In Windows 8, there's a live contact tile, which is a small gallery with your contacts photos flipping. I don't have so many contacts on this phone, but here's how you add it. Oh, it's the slider there. Okay, and press home. It does take a while to come up. Its default name is people, and once it gets itself organized, it'll start displaying little versions of your contact photos. Oh, and I think it just started. There we go. This is sort of a replica of a widget that appears in the Windows 8 user interface. So here is the final theme with the sort of vintage artwork on the burlap cloth background, and that's in widescreen. You can also work with live wallpapers, which drain your battery perhaps, but add a bit of excitement. This wallpaper I'm using is called Thunderstorm by QiHang Software, and it's available on the Google Store. I think there's a free version. This version costs $1. They make different kinds of live wallpapers. I have another one called Asteroids, and they're good backdrops for any kind of UI, I would say. So we're going to set the wallpaper, and then here it is. So this is Launcher 8 plus the live wallpaper Thunderstorm running on the Galaxy Note 10.1. Everywhere where you press your finger, you'll get a lightning bolt. Launcher 8 provides a way for you to save your theme. Press on the theme button and scroll to save and load. Save or load theme. You would just press the save theme at the bottom of the screen there. That's been a tour of Launcher 8 and how to customize the graphics to suit your preferences and tastes using transparent PNG graphics. It's available for your Android smartphone or tablet, and it's available at the Google Play Store or wherever fine Android apps are sold.